Okay, we will start now. So in last session, you have started with the numerical on the moment area method. Now we will quick revise how to analyze the beam using moment area method. So these are the steps to follow that we have discussed. So the step number one is we have to draw the deflected shape of the beam. Means we have to draw the elastic curve for a beam. Then we have to draw the tangent to the curve at a point of consideration. Means we have to draw the tangent on an elastic curve where we want the slope as well as deflection. Okay, so these are the point of consideration, means at a point where we want either deflection or the slope. So these are the point of considerations. Then you have to draw the BMD divided by EI. So that is M by EI diagram. Then you have to find out the slope and deflection using the moment area theorem number 1 and theorem number 2. So these are the steps that we have to follow, okay, for the analysis of the beam. Now again we will discuss one numerical using the moment area method. Now this is the cantilever beam. Okay, this is the cantilever beam subjected to UDL up to the length of 3 meter. Okay, up to the length of 3 meter there is a UDL. Then on CB portion, 1 meter portion, there is a no any loading is acting, and we have to find out here. You have to find out the slope and deflection. You have to find out slope as well as deflection at free end. Okay, slope as well as deflection at free end, that we have to find out. Means at a point B, we have to find out slope and deflection. Means we have to find out theta B, then we have to find out YB. Slope as well as deflection we have to find out at a free end. Now the step number one, draw the deflected shape, draw the tangent, that are going to remain the same. Okay, so for conventional paper, these first two steps are important. But for your online examination MCQ type, so directly you have to start with draw the M by EI diagram. Now this is the deflected shape of a cantilever beam. So this elastic curve, or we can say deflected shape, it is constant for this cantilever beam. Now where we want the slope and deflection at a free end. So on this elastic curve, on this particular elastic curve, at a point B, we have to draw the tangent. Now this is the tangent. Okay, this is the tangent we have drawn at a point B on an elastic curve. Then that angle theta B, it will be the slope, and that vertical displacement from the normal position, that will be deflection. So this will be, we can say, YB. Okay. Now for the slope, we have to use the moment area theorem number 1. So what is that theorem number 1? Now if this is the M by ER diagram, now for 3 meter span there is a UDL. Okay, so definitely as loading is UDL, then our BMD will be the parabolic curve. So this is the parabolic curve up to the 3 meter span. Up to the 3 meter span, this is the parabolic curve. Okay, and for C to B, as there is no any loading is considered, so that will be just reference line, horizontal line, we can say. Now if I have to find out theta B, so what we have to suppose to do? Moment area theorem. Yes, so what we have to do for theta B here? Yes, how to find out theta B? Suraj, how to find out the slope? Praveen?
Area of BMD divided by
Yes,
EI.
yes, correct. Area of BMD divided by EI. Now here the BMD is parabolic curve. Now this is the parabolic curve. If you have to find out the area of this particular BMD, then you will get the theta B. Now as this is the parabolic curve, so the area is given by 1/3 base into the height. Now here at this fixed end, bending moment will be what? WL square by 2. Here W is what? UDL is of 15, and the L, it is the span of that UDL, that is 3 meter. So W is 15, L square is 3 square divided by twice of EI, Okay, so this is the bending moment at fixed end. So the area will be 1/3 base into height. So for slope you have to find out the area. For slope you have to find out the area. So the area will be 1/3 base into height. So the base will be 3 meter and the height means that will be the bending moment, and that is WL square by twice of EI, putting the value of W and EL. So that will be 67.5 U by EI. That is the bending moment divided by EI. Then for slope at B, the moment area first theorem, it states that if you have to find out the slope, then you have to find out the area of BMD divided by EI. So this is the parabolic curve, isn't it? This is the parabolic curve. So the area will be 1/3 base into height. Now here the base is 3 meter. Now this particular distance, okay, this particular distance is 3 meter. And this height, it is the bending moment, that is 67.5 U divided by EI. So this is the cantilever being bending moment will be what? Hogging in nature. So that's why negative minus 1/3 base is 3 and height is 67.5 U divided by EI. That is the bending moment at fixed end. Okay. So after this simplification, so the our answer will be 67.5 U divided by EI. Okay. Okay. Now here the answer is negative. So as per our sign convention, anti-clockwise is positive and clockwise is negative slope. So here answer is minus. So that's why slope will be clockwise. Slope will be clockwise. Now in some cases, they will give the value of flexural rigidity. Then after putting that value of EI, you will get the slope in radians. Suppose they have given the value of EI. Okay. Suppose they have given the value of EI as 7400 kilonewton meter square. So if you put that value in this here, you will get the value in radians for the slope. Now for the deflection. So how to get the deflection at B? Yes, anyone? How to get the deflection at a point B? Deflection at B point. Yes.
Movement of area between.
Movement of area. Correct. Movement of area of this particular M by EI diagram. Now area we have calculated. So this is the area, isn't it? 67.5 U divided by EI. Now tell me what will be the moment of this area? So that will be area multiplied with centroidal distance. Now tell me what will be that distance? This is the area. This is the area. Okay. So what will be that distance? X bar. Distance किती असेल सांगा?
So B by 4.
Yes, this will be 1 meter. This is 1 meter. This is 3 meter. Yes. Nata सांगा. This is 3 meter. This is 1 meter. And CG which will be located somewhere here. This is the CG. Now as we have to find out the deflection at free end. So this particular distance we want. Okay. Moment of that area we have to consider from that CG to the point where we want the deflection. Now here we want the deflection at a point B. So CG to the point B. So this particular distance will be. So this is 1 meter. This is given. Okay, 1 meter. Now this particular distance will be what? CG distance of
3
this.
by 4.
Yes, correct, correct. 3 L by 4 or 3 by 4 into L. So this is the CG distance. So L is here 3 meter. So 3 by 4 into 3 plus 1 plus 1. So after this simplification, so the centroidal distance will be 3.25 meter. Okay. So for deflection, just a minute. Moment of that area we have to consider. Moment of that area we have to consider, and that particular distance will be. Yes. So minus 67.5 U by EI into that distance is 3.25. So the deflection will be 219.2 divided by EI. Okay. 219.38 divided by EI. So minus sign indicates deflection is downward. Deflection is downward. So this is the total concept of moment area method. First, for the slope. For the slope, we have to find out the area of M by ER diagram. For the deflection, we have to find out moment of area. We have to find out moment of area. Clear? Now, so try to solve this particular MCQ. So what is given? See, deflection of free end of cantilever having point load at mid span. So what is loading is given? Cantilever is given. Okay. Cantilever is given. And it is having the point load. It is having the point load at a free end. Suppose this will be W and this will be L by 2. This will be L by 2. And what we want? We have to find out the deflection at free end. Suppose this is point B. We have to find out YB. Yes, Gamil?
Option 3, sir.
Option 3. Very good. Option 3. How? Correct. Answer is correct. But how? Can you explain? Answer is correct. Yes. Why option 3? Ajay? Why option 3? Okay. Now, as we have to find out the deflection, So, for what will be the first step? So actually, here we have to find out deflection. You can use any method, Macauley's method, then strain energy method, conjugate beam method, or the moment area method. But moment area method, it will give answer in less time. So that's why you have to use the moment area method. Now tell me what is the step number 1, step number 2. If this MCQ you have to solve using moment area method. काय करावं लागेल पहिल्यांदा? Yes, Suraj.
Moment at the fixed end.
Yes, we have to draw the M by EI diagram. Okay. Now here, so the beam is cantilever. Okay, the beam is cantilever having point load at midspan. See, point load at midspan. This will be L by 2. So the M by EI diagram will be like this. M by EI diagram will be triangle like this. And the moment at free end. Sorry, moment at fixed end. Moment at fixed end will be what? W into L. Moment at fixed end will be W into L. So that moment will be W L by 2. Okay. So here it is W. Here it is W. And this is L by 2. So the moment will be W into L by 2. Or we can say WL by 2. So for the deflection, consider the moment of area about point B. Now this is the triangle. So the area will be 1/2 base into height. 1/2 base into height. And the centroidal distance will be what? So this particular CG distance will be what? 2/3 into L. Okay, but here it is L is what? L by 2. 2/3 of L by 2 plus remaining L by 2. Okay, so this is the perpendicular distance of that particular area about the free end. So the area will be, after the simplification, area will be WL square by 8. And this perpendicular distance will be 5L by 6. So after the simplification, so the answer will be 5WLQ by 48 EI. Okay, so this is asked in MPSC 2017 for 2 marks. Okay, in mains examination. So this is the MCQ. Now next, so you have to match the list 1 with list 2. Now see the list 1, partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the load. Then derivative of deflection, derivative of slope, derivative of movement. And in list 2, they have given the equation for shear force, then equation for slope, then equation for bending moment, deflection under the load. Now tell me what is the correct sequence, correct match? Yes.
Option D.
Option D. Okay. Again, anyone else? Praveen?
B सांगला sir. B.
B. Again. Shrishti? Praveen? Option D. Now see, partial derivative of
Option
strain
C.
energy. Faisal, Suraj, answer?
C.
C. Okay, we will discuss now. Partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the load. Okay, so dabba U by dabba P. आठवतंय MOS unit number 6. Strain energy method. Castiglione's first theorem you have used to find out the deflection. So for partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the load, it is nothing but the deflection. It is nothing but the deflection. Means, okay, it is nothing but the deflection. Then derivative of deflection. Derivative of deflection is what? Dy by dx. Dy by dx. So that will be what? Dy by dx is nothing but the slope. It is nothing but the slope. So
Shear
that,
force.
yes, deflection. Deflection is y na. Dy by dx is the slope. So for B it will be 2. B it will be 2. Then derivative of slope का असेल? Yes.
Yeah.
Shear force. Shear force.
Shear force, correct. Shear force.
Equation force.
Yes. For C it will be 1. For C it will be 1. Then for derivative of movement,
Equation of bending moment.
derivative of slope का असेल? Shear force असेल. Derivative of slope. Dy by dx. Derivative of this. That will be d2y by dx square ना. मग काय असेल हे? For derivative of slope, it will be bending moment. It will be bending
Bending
moment. Yes. And for derivative of moment, it will be slope. जब अगर sequence
Shear
का असेल, for A, it will be 4. For B, it will be 2. For C, it will be 3. And for D, it will be 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. So the correct answer is C. 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Correct answer is option C. Okay. So likewise, simple MCQ will be there in your same examination or unit test examination also. Okay. Yes. Now this will be your homework. Okay. This will be the homework. So this cantilever beam you have to solve. Now, can you tell me what is the nature of M by ER diagram? What is the nature of BMD for this particular loading diagram? Or it is a combination of parabolic curve or the trapezium, or it is a combination of parabolic curve and the triangle? Yes,
Parabolic curve and triangle.
parabolic curve and the triangle. Now see here. So this will be parabolic curve, no doubt. For that UDL portion of 3 meter, it will be parabolic curve, no doubt. But here at fixed end movement will be there. And if you join that movement at fixed end to that point B, it will form the trapezium. It will form the trapezium because bending movement at B point, it will be less as compared to the bending moment at fixed support. Okay, means bending moment at A, it is greater than bending moment at B. So that's why it will form a trapezium. It will form a trapezium. If this loading is not present, then you will get the triangle. Then you will get the triangle. So due to this loading combination, it will be a trapezium. Okay. Now tell me, if I have to find out slope at B here, so what we have to supposed to do for slope at B? For slope at B, what to do at slope at B? Which area we have to find out? Yes, for theta B.
A to B.
Yes, A to B means for theta B, consider the area of this rectangle. Okay, consider area of this rectangle plus consider the area of this triangle. Consider area of this triangle. If you make the summation of area of rectangle plus area of triangle, you will get theta B. Then if you have to find out slope at free end, for slope at free end C, for slope at free end C, so that will be area of rectangle plus area of triangle plus area of parabolic curve. If you make sum of all this total area, you will get the slope at C. And for the deflection at B, consider the moment of area about point B for this rectangle and triangle. Then for deflection at C, moment of area of this rectangle, triangle, as well as this parabolic curve. Okay, so try to solve this particular numerical. Okay, so this will be homework. So answer I will provide. So take a screenshot of this particular numerical. Now we have discussed about the cantilever beam. Now next it is the simply supported beam. Now if you consider the example of cantilever beam subjected to UDL on entire span and simply supported beam subjected to UDL on entire span. So what is the change? What is the change between this first case and second case? यामध्ये बेसिक चेंज काय आहे? Next, cantilever with UDL and simply supported beam with UDL. Yes, Praveen.
कॅन्टिलिव्हर मध्ये स्लोप आणि डिफ्लेक्शन फ्री एंडला मॅक्झिमम असते.
Very good. In case of cantilever, slope and deflection will be maximum at free end. Very correct. Okay. In cantilever, slope and deflection will be maximum at free end. Now, in case of simply supported beam, so what points we have to remember? Simply supported beam subjected to the symmetrical loading. Okay. Symmetrical loading. Simply supported beam subjected to the symmetrical loading conditions. Then first point, deflection will be maximum at center. Okay, deflection will be maximum at center. Deflection will be maximum at center. Then at the point of maximum deflection, second point काय लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे? At a point of maximum deflection means at a center. At a point of maximum deflection, the slope will be 0. Okay. At a point of maximum deflection, the slope will be 0. Why it is 0? Because if you draw the tangent on the elastic curve, you will get just horizontal line. So this is the tangent at a point of maximum deflection. So theta will be 0. Theta will be 0 means slope will be 0. Now, if this is the first case, if you have to study using the moment area method, simply supported beam subjected to UDL on entire span. So this is the elastic curve. This is the elastic curve. Now tell me, so what are the boundary conditions we know for this elastic curve? This is the point A, simple support, point B, simple support. So what are the various points that we know for slope and deflection? So where deflection will be 0? Where deflection will be 0? At A, C, and B. Yes, Suraj?
A and B.
Yes, deflection will be 0 at A and
Support.
B. Yes, correct. At simple support, roller support, deflection will be 0, whereas slope will be 0, where deflection is maximum. Slope will be 0, where deflection is maximum. Means at a point C, theta will be 0 or theta C will be 0. Okay. Now, M by ER diagram means what? For simply supported beam subjected to UDL on entire span, we have to draw the BMD. So that we know that in case of simply supported beam subjected to UDL on entire span, the maximum bending moment will be what? WL square by 8. Okay, WL square by 8. If you want M by ER diagram, then WL square by 8 divided by ER. So it will be WL square by 8 ER. This is M by ER diagram, and this curve, it will be parabolic curve. Okay, this curve will be parabolic curve. Now for this kind of parabolic curve, what is the area? So in last session, I have given all the diagram with their area and CG. Now can you tell me the formula of the area for this parabolic curve? Yes, what is the area for this curve? Anyone?
4/3b into h.
4/3b into h. No, that will be 2/3, not 4/3, 2/3. Okay, 2/3b into h. 2/3b into h. Okay, and if the parabolic curve it is like this in nature, that will be 1/3. 1/3 b into h. Because if you see why this is 2/3 and 1/3, if you consider the rectangle. Okay, if you consider the rectangle, and if you draw the two parabolic curve like this. So area of this, it will be 2/3 b into h. Okay, and area of this parabolic curve, it will be 1/3 b into h. And if you add these two parabolic curve together, what we get, that will be rectangle, means 1/3 plus 2/3, that will be 1, isn't it? And b into h. So b into h, it is nothing but the area of rectangle. So this will be 2/3, this will be 1/3 portion. So this parabolic curve area will be 2/3 b into h. And the central distance that we know, so CG will be somewhere here, and this particular distance, it will be 5/8. 5/8 into L, and the remaining distance will be 3/8 into L. Now here, if you have to find out the slope at A, you have to find out the area. We have to find out the area. Now here, in case of simply supported beam, now tell me what will be the point of consideration. What will be the point of consideration? कोणते दोन पॉइंट कन्सिडर करायचे आहेत? If we have to find out the slope at A and deflection at C. So for slope at A, which 2 points we have to consider?
A to C.
A to C, correct. Very good. Why? बरोबर आहे. A to C, but why?
एरिया ए आणि सी पर्यंत एरिया घ्यायचा ना तिथे.
Yes, we have to find out the area between A to C. Means our point of consideration will be A to C. That is correct. Means we have to find out the area between A and C. But why A to C? Why not A and B? Last session I have told you. A आणि C का? A आणि B का नाही? Yes. So we have to consider 2 points that we know. There will be 2 points of considerations. So out of 2 points, at a one point for slope must be 0. ठीक आहे, 2 पॉइंट कन्सिडर करायचे आहेत, पण एक पॉइंट असा कन्सिडर करायचा आहे त्याचा स्लोप काय असला पाहिजे? 0 असला पाहिजे. बिकॉज द फर्स्ट थेरम इज व्हॉट? चेंज इन स्लोप इट इज इक्वल टू एरिया अंडर m by EI diagram. Now if you consider A to B, if we consider A to B portion, if you consider, so at A also slope will exist and at B also slope will exist. So change in slope will be what? Theta A minus theta B. So that will be total area. So in single linear equation, we are getting 2 unknowns. So we can't solve for that particular slope. So that's why choose a second point, one point where we want the slope and the second point where slope will be 0 or that parameter will be 0. Because at C point, deflection is maximum, slope will be 0. So consider A to C, consider A to C only. So the area will be 2/3 base into height. Area will be what? 2/3 base into height. 2/3 base will be what? L by 2. This much area we want now. So that's why base is what? L by 2. Height will be WL square by 80. And this is the bending moment. So after this simplification, the theta A will be WL cube by 24 EI. Now tell me, what will be theta B? What will be theta B? See the loading condition and tell me the value of theta B, slope at B. So observing the loading condition, what will be theta B? Yes.
WL cube upon 6 EI.
WL cube by same now. WL cube by 48 EI only. Why? I will tell you. Now this will be clockwise, so this will be anti-clockwise. Why it is so? Why it is so? This is theta B. Why? Yes. See the loading. Loading is symmetrical. Okay. Loading symmetrical आहे. Reaction पण काय असतील? Same असतील. Loading is symmetrical. Reactions are same. So that's why slope at A, it will be clockwise WL cube by 24 EI, and at B it will be same but in opposite direction, WL cube by 24 EI, but that will be anti-clockwise due to the symmetrical loading conditions. Reason kya? Due to the symmetrical loading conditions, slope at A is equal to slope at B, and it will act in the opposite direction. Next, for the deflection at C. So for that deflection at C, so due to the symmetry, deflection will be maximum at center. Okay, deflection will be maximum at center. If you consider A to C portion, so moment of this area we want, moment of this area. So area already we have calculated, that is WL cube by 24 EI. This is the area. Now we want moment. We want the moment about that point C. So that will be 5 by 8 into L by 2. Moment of area. So area into the perpendicular distance. Area into the perpendicular distance. So that will be 5 WL 4 divided by 384 EI. Now in examination, if they have given the simply supported beam, okay, subjected to UDL on entire span, and they have given the value of, suppose UDL is 10 and the span is 4 meter. And if they have asked, find out the deflection at center, YC. How will you proceed? कसं solve करणार सांगा. They have given 4 different options. They have given 4 different options. काय करणार मग त्यावेळेस? What will be your approach? What will be your approach? Yes. Instead of UDL, they have given this 10, this is 2 meter, this is 2 meter. कसं solve करणार? अजय, सूरज, कसं solve करणार? Which approach?
Keep in this formula.
Yes. Yes, Suraj.
Put that value in that, no? Sir? 10
Yes.
for 2 is
Means,
length
yes.
is given and W is given.
Means what? For standard cases. What I mean to say, for standard cases, simply supported beam subjected to the central point load, eccentric point load, UDL on entire span, cantilever beam, UDL on entire span, point load at free end. Remember the standard formulas. Remember the standard formulas, because in online examination or in MCQ type of examination, getting the correct option is important. How you are solving it, how you are performing the calculation, it is not important. Getting the correct answer, it is important. Okay. So remember this standard formula. Yes,
सर
Praveen.
ते सर ते इंटेन्सिटी डब्ल्यू कॅपिटल डब्ल्यू पर मीटर दिले ती स्मॉल असते का तिथं कॅपिटल डब्ल्यू
Yes. Now there are 2 cases. Suppose, very good question. And based on this, there are 2 questions asked in one competitive examination that we will discuss also. Suppose they have given the total load of UDL. What they have mentioned in the MCQ, if this is the total load due to UDL. If they have mentioned like this, total load due to UDL, then that will be capital W, and that capital W, it is nothing but intensity of UDL small w into the span. Okay, capital W असेल, here it is intensity of UDL, here it is intensity of UDL. Okay, capital W असेल, if they have mentioned total load due to the UDL, so that means it indicates intensity of UDL into the span. Total load जर मेन्शन केला असेल तर ते काय असणार, intensity of UDL into the span हेच असणार. And if they have mentioned only the UDL intensity, in that case it will be small w, it will be small w. Now this is the formula, for intensity of UDL. Okay, intensity of UDL. Suppose we have to write down this formula, phi u w L raised to 4 divided by 384 EI in terms of total load, So what will change here? So we have to write down this formula for total load. That total load is what? Intensity of UDL into the span. काय change होईल मग?
IWL क्यूब आपण
Very good. Correct. Phi u capital W L cube divided by 384 EI. Very good. Where this capital W is what? Intensity of UDL into the span. Clear? समजते का बघा? Small w is intensity of UDL, and if they have mentioned, if at all they have mentioned total load in the MCQ, then this will be your formula. Total load due to the UDL. मग तुमचा formula असेल phi u w L cube by 384 EI, and this is asked in one of the examination. Okay, I will share that question paper also. Okay, so just wait. We share that question paper with you. So this is asked in MPSC 2019 examination. Question paper दिसतोय?
Sir.
येस
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we will see that question. आणि दोन्ही क्वेश्चन विचारले होते त्या. ठीक आहे. Yes. Question number 28. Maximum deflection for simply supported beam subjected to UDLW throughout the span L. सांगा काय असेल याचा आन्सर. Question number 28. What will be the answer?
Option D.
Option D or option 4. बरोबर आहे. It is UDL of W म्हणलेलं आहे. UDL intensity they have given. If it is given UDL intensity, then that will be WL raised to 4. Okay, correct. And in same paper, they are mentioned about the total load. Yes, question number 19. See, maximum deflection for simply supported beam with total UDLW. Total UDLW means total uniformly distributed load W. In that case, our answer will be
Second.
yes, second. 5WL cube divided by 384 EI means same concept, and they have asked both the concept in the same paper for 2 marks each. म्हणजे हे बघा, हे तुम्हाला एक्झाम मध्ये विचारलेलं आहे. सेम तुम्हाला जो डाऊट आला तो एक्झाम मध्ये ऑलरेडी विचारलेला आहे आणि दोन्ही क्वेश्चन आलेले आहेत. तुमच्याकडे आहे प्रूफ आहे. 2019 MPSC एक्झामिनेशन, मेन्स एक्झामिनेशन. ओके, प्रश्न विचारत चला, तरच आणखीन तुम्हाला नवीन नवीन शिकायला भेटेल काहीतरी असं. So this is for the first case, simply supported beam subjected to UDL on entire span. Yes. Now can you tell me answer for this? Try kara आता. You are having 1 minute around. Two cantilever beam A and B subjected to the central point load and UDL. There are two cases. For first cantilever beam, it is subjected to point load at free end, and in the second cantilever, it is subjected to UDL on entire span. What is the ratio of maximum deflection of beam A to the beam B? Try.
3/8.
8 by 8 by 3. 8 by 3. Okay, 8 by 3 is the correct answer. Good. So why did so? For first case, maximum deflection WL cube by 3 EI. For second case, for UDL, WL raised to 4. Actually, here it is again they have given the total load. Okay, WL cube by 8 EI. Because here it is actually WL raised to 4 by 8 EI. Here W into L, it is nothing but the total load. So that's why WL cube by 8 EI. So if you take the ratio, so what we get, 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 8. So after simplification, it will be 8 by 3. 8 by 3. So likewise, questions will be there in your unit test, in your SQ examination, in your competitive examination. So go through the previous question papers. For competitive examination, you will get lot of MCQs. For get